Welcome back, everybody. In the last, I don't know, an hour, hour and a half maybe, um, when I was, let's see, I messed with grease pencil in the last video, which for you is like either yesterday or a couple of days ago if it's, on a weekend. But, so I just spent this whole bunch of time just trying to figure out how I could convert a grease pencil object, or I could use a grease pencil object in Armory. And apparently, grease pencil object, even though it's a Blender object, is different from the other Blender objects. And Armory doesn't have anything to load in Blender objects at the moment. Although I think in the near future they are looking into adding the functionality. So I have two choices. One is I can render out my animations, my 2D animations as images, image sequences and stuff. Backgrounds as, 2D backgrounds, 2D backgrounds. Or two, I could take and somehow convert the grease pencil object to a mesh with everything that works with it, and that would work with Armory. The only problem is it wouldn't necessarily look like my drawing, although at the same time possibly doesn't matter that as much. Maybe can use planes or something. I don't know. It might be kind of tricky just to do it that way. So the easiest way would probably be to render out images. But the only problem with rendering out images is that you can't scale them easily without destroying the sum of the picture. Like I'll probably make large high resolution imagery and scale down until Armory gets the capability to import grease pencil objects in. But till then, I'm probably kind of stuck with that. Again, like I said, unless I find a way of converting it to a mesh, but since it's a 2D, it'd be like kind of like on a plane, and I'd have to somehow export them as shapes or something, or convert them to flat shapes like a plane. Like you have a plane and you have something drawn on it, and then you like stencil it out. I'm not sure how you can do that, although I'm pretty sure you could actually have a cutout in a plane in Blender. But that's a lot of work, and I'd have to learn it, and eventually I might be able to learn it, or I might actually end up learning what I need to do that. But it still seems like a lot of work. So I guess I'll have to go the route of rendering images separately, and then actually bringing them back in and putting them onto like a plane, like a billboarding it onto a 3D object in Blender. Some sort of invisible 3D object with the image sticking up out of it, billboarding sprites essentially, which is fine because that's kind of what I was thinking of doing anyways. But I was just hoping I could do it with grease pencil, because when you scale it, you can scale it as far as I guess your memory goes, or as far as you can, virtually infinitely. So that's what I was doing for a couple of hours, and I got nothing to show for it. Let's see, we've got this thing I sketched in there, and at one point I had it, you can actually take that, convert it to, you have to convert the stroke to a Bezier curve or something else. I think, I forget. We're in object mode, so the object, you convert it to a path, a Bezier curve, or a polygon curve. I'm not really sure. Bezier curve with straight line segments, vector handles. Interesting. Anyways, you do that, and then you take that object and convert that to a mesh, and then it's like, you know, 2 points in like one plane or whatever. It's an actual 3D object, but unless you like create materials and you have to create materials separately, and then I don't know how you would fill the thing. It wouldn't be 3D. It still is kind of 2D because it's still on just one like plane, one axis. And you know, each piece would have to be an object of its own, and just, you know, this just wouldn't work. So I'm going to go ahead and sort of do a cop out in this video, because I have got to upload videos to YouTube and to BitChute, and I still have a bunch of them that I've made, and so I just decided, why not go ahead and do what I do, because this is part of the process. Even though it's not contributing to making the game itself, it's what I'm going to use to hopefully maybe pay for my internet, if that's even possible, which may or may not be, but we'll see. So basically, I am just preparing stuff to upload, and then of course it's plenty of work. I'm sure there's probably tools and things to make this easier, but I'll just kind of go through the process here. So let's go back to, let's see some here. Let's see if we can go back to Creator, YouTube Studio. And these are all my videos here. In fact, you can see 12, 11, 10, 9. This is actually public here, but 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then the intro videos. And then I have some stuff that I had previously uploaded from projects that I had done in the past. I didn't delete them, I just made them unlisted so that they don't show up when you're coming to my channel. So the process that I have to go through here is, I actually didn't need to go back here, but we'll do this anyways, is I go to that. Actually, first I do one thing first, a couple things first, and that is here, I'll do what I do here normally, and that is taking this title and description, and I already have the tags in YouTube already. So I copy that, Control C, and then Control V, and now I have a copy of it, and then I take this out of here, and then this is actually the description of the video here, which I will make blank temporarily, and then this is just kind of the rest of the junk here. So then what I do is I go to, okay, forget that grease pencil thing. In fact, let's close Blender here, because we won't be, I guess, I don't know, file, we'll save it just to save it, I guess, and we'll close, and then we will go to Vlog. Now I'm going to put on my headphones, and actually one ear, because the right ear doesn't work anyways. I'm going to have to fix that maybe, or throw it out. I don't know. I'll probably fix it though. Okay, so these are labeled from 0, so that means video number 12 is actually update 11. Update 12 is actually video number 13, so, and this is going to be 13. But first, I need to mess around with let's see, let's rename this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I figured, you know, I figured a 7 digits is enough, because you know I have several videos that I make per day, and who knows how many videos that's going to turn out to, especially if I ever end up doing like uploading 4 videos a day, which may or may not happen. So I do that. Okay. And then properties, I go into details, and then I add 1, 2, 3, 4. That. And then apply. Okay. Actually, you're going to do this for 4 of them. Actually, let's just rename the rest of these here real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4. Properties. That properties. Rename 1, 2, 3, 4. And this is actually video number 16 because we're based on 0. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Enter. Now let's go back into properties, details. Let's make this 1, 2, 3, 4. Apply. Properties. 1, 2, 3, 4. Properties. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Apply. Okay, so presumably that's also 12, and presumably since this was actually video 12, see, it was already set. Okay, so now the next thing I do is I will review what's on the video. Okay, welcome back everybody. Let's see if I can pull this down just a little. There we go. Welcome back. It's Keith, otherwise known as Uhfgood. And okay, so what am I talking about in this video? Is that, well, little lightening of my face is because of the lamp. I don't know, I guess I've decided to be lazy there. So I'm not gonna show you the video. You can actually go to Armory if thing.
In this one I will show you how
but
to play
it's showing
animations for a character.
Here, let's. Apparently, I just was going through some tutorials here. I'm not showing you the tutorial here. Nodes, and not upload something because I get stuck or whatever, and I have to restart or whatever. Like my dad comes home, and you know, usually when he comes home, sometimes he's grocery shopping, so I have to stop and get groceries. Or that's actually quite all right, you know. I mean, I would guess you'd say in a game would be your player, maybe. But usually you have like a main character, right? Greedy, they're more, even the bad guys, even how it all unfolds. Depressing ending is when you're main at the end of the experience. So I know I say a lot of so's and ums and all that stuff. We'll just say that I went through some tutorials and then worked on some more of the story. Not much done in this video though. Okay, so I'm going to save that because I'm actually going to use this description with BitChute when I actually do that, which I probably won't show you. But oh, there's also one thing that I forgot to do, and that is generate my thumbnail, which is just a screenshot. Welcome back, everybody. Actually, if he's laying down or something, rotate or do, I can, you know, spend more time. So it's okay, let's get a screenshot here. It's not like I can't do. Okay. Now I want to upload a video. Shoot, it's almost 15 anyways, and I'm doing the full thing. Okay, I want it scheduled. I want to go to videos, vlog, and what I'm looking for is number 12. Open. And see, my tags are already in here. And actually this is Enchanted Lens Update number 13. Then I go into here, copy this, and then I go back over here, put the description, and that's for that, and then go to custom thumbnail, and these are like full, like 720p images. Oh yeah, there's usually the one other thing that I do that I forgot to put here too, which is, I can probably do it in here in the window, so let's call it update 2, 3, 4, 5, 12. Wait a second. You know, the one thing that I forgot to put is that's alright. I forgot to put, usually I put TH for thumbnails, even though they're not strictly thumbnails, but I guess I'll just leave it since I did that with all of them. But, so here is that, and then we will open this one and upload that. And then I want to schedule it. Right here is where we go. Number 12 was scheduled for April 9th. So probably want to do April 10th. Whoops, that was Twitter. So let's schedule this for April 10th, which is a Wednesday. And I'm scheduling all mine at 7 o'clock. It doesn't matter, you know, what people say as far as, you know, what the best time is. I am simply doing that because that's like a full day, so you get a full day to be able to see these, and then you can, you know, watch it throughout the day, whatever. It doesn't really matter what time you watch it. So it's processing. I click on publish. Make sure you got everything, and I do. And there you have it. And then it continues the process, and then I basically start all over again. I go ahead and do the copy, and so on and so forth. Control C, Control V. We're not going 2 spaces, are we? Oh, good. And we got 14. So, even though I didn't get much done, well, I did actually, you know, it's a learning process, and it's progress, even though it's just not visible progress. So, and then I showed you a little bit of what happens when I go into, and I know some of you might be thinking there's got to be a quicker or an easier way of doing that. There probably is. I just don't know what it is because I've never done stuff on a scale like this. Usually I'll just upload a video that I make every so often, and I don't have a plan or anything, but this actually has a plan, and I'm scheduling stuff and all that. BitChute apparently doesn't have a scheduling ability to schedule videos, so I have to manually on the day upload them. So anyways, that's what I'm doing here, and I guess that is about it for right now. Talk to you later.